The world is moving forward. Time makes changes over cultures, societies, generations. Today, the world is full of choices, variety of tools to hold. The intention of each individual is to select the best. Many invitations and broad avenues to hold something you feel comfortable, to hold something carrying you to the future, to hold on to something that allows you to live in your dreams. Just uncurl your fingers. Hold the key to all those abilities. Open the door of this wonderful, resourceful place. University of Vocational Technology, established under the Parliamentary Act No. 31. Doors are open for both National Vocational Qualification Diploma holders and GCE Advanced Level Qualified Youth, without any limitations, either by age, gender or ethnicity. The students open their hands, hearts and minds to a new learning culture here in the University of Vocational Technology. All the degrees of the university are developed with the continuous contribution of relevant industry sectors. Unique advisory level body called Industrial Liaison Committees, comprised of a great combination of industrialists, practitioners and academics, support each department for this purpose. These committees are advising on the developments and the revisions of curricula, student placements and work as a bridge to share technological updates and upgrades between the industry and the university. University of Vocational Technology is a member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities. Compared to the time from its origin, the University of Vocational Technology acquired its space as the pioneer of its kind. While our graduates are serving the country with their unique expertise and undergraduates are reflecting the capacities of this new way of education. These live evidences prove it all. In-house accommodation, state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities encourage students to spend their life at the university without a hesitation. No rush for facilities, no rush for life here. All the structures here are echoing the delightful and satisfied voices of Sri Lankan youth filled with endless enthusiasm. They have got their doors open to this unique place, experiencing the journey towards the future they have always dreamt of. These are the true witnesses who can make an invitation to a same bunch of seekers who can show that their hands are not empty, strongly hold on to their future ambitions, to be steady, energized and ready to serve the nation. So, this is the key. Open the door. Here it is. The University of Vocational Technology. Lifelong learning for all. The world is moving forward. Time makes changes over cultures, societies, generations. Today, the world is full of choices, variety of tools to hold. The intention of each individual is to select the best. Many invitations and broad avenues to hold something you feel comfortable, to hold something carrying you to the future, to hold on to something that allows you to live in your dreams. Just uncurl your fingers. Hold the key to all those abilities. Open the door of this wonderful, resourceful place. University of Vocational Technology, established under the Parliamentary Act No. 31 of 2008 and started its functions as a university from the year 2009. This is a fully fledged state university empowered with free education policy. Study programs are conducted in 2 batches as weekday and weekend. Doors are open for both National Vocational Qualification Diploma holders and GCE Advanced Level Qualified Youth, without any limitations, either by age, gender or ethnicity. The students open their hands, hearts and minds to a new learning culture here in the University of Vocational Technology. All the degrees of the university are developed with the continuous contribution of relevant industry sectors. Unique advisory level body called Industrial Liaison Committees, comprised of a great combination of industrialists, practitioners and academics, support each department for this purpose. These committees are advising on the developments and the revisions of curricula, student placements and work as a bridge to share technological updates and upgrades between the industry and the university. University of Vocational Technology is a member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities. Compared to the time from its origin, the University of Vocational Technology acquired its space as the pioneer of its kind. While our graduates are serving the country with their unique expertise and undergraduates are reflecting the capacities of this new way of education. These live evidences prove it all. In-house accommodation, state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities encourage students to spend their life at the university without a hesitation. No rush for facilities, no rush for life here. All the structures here are echoing the delightful and satisfied voices of Sri Lankan youth filled with endless enthusiasm. They have got their doors open to this unique place, experiencing the journey towards the future they have always dreamt of. These are the true witnesses who can make an invitation to a same bunch of seekers who can show that their hands are not empty, strongly hold on to their future ambitions, to be steady, energized and ready to serve the nation. So, this is the key. Open the door. Here it is. The University of Vocational Technology. Lifelong learning for all. The world is moving forward. Time makes changes over cultures, societies, generations. Today, the world is full of choices, variety of tools to hold. The intention of each individual is to select the best. Many invitations and broad avenues to hold something you feel comfortable, to hold something carrying you to the future, to hold on to something that allows you to live in your dreams. Just uncurl your fingers. Hold the key to all those abilities. Open the door of this wonderful, resourceful place. University of Vocational Technology, established under the Parliamentary Act No. 31 of 2008 and started its functions as a university from the year 2009. This is a fully fledged state university empowered with free education policy. Study programs are conducted in 2 batches as weekday and weekend. Doors are open for both National Vocational Qualification Diploma holders and GCE Advanced Level Qualified Youth, without any limitations, either by age, gender or ethnicity. The students open their hands, hearts and minds to a new learning culture here in the University of Vocational Technology. All the degrees of the university are developed with the continuous contribution of relevant industry sectors. Unique advisory level body called Industrial Liaison Committees comprised of a great combination of industrialists, practitioners and academics support each department for this purpose. These committees are advising on the developments and the revisions of curricula, student placements and work as a bridge to share technological updates and upgrades between the industry and the university. University of Vocational Technology is a member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities. Compared to the time from its origin, the University of Vocational Technology acquired its space as the pioneer of its kind. While our graduates are serving the country with their unique expertise and undergraduates are reflecting the capacities of this new way of education. These live evidences prove it all. In-house accommodation, state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities encourage students to spend their life at the university without a hesitation. No rush for facilities, no rush for life here. All the structures here are echoing the delightful and satisfied voices of Sri Lankan youth filled with endless enthusiasm. They have got their doors open to this unique place, experiencing the journey towards the future they have always dreamt of. These are the true witnesses who can make an invitation to a same bunch of seekers who can show that their hands are not empty, strongly hold on to their future ambitions, to be steady, energized and ready to serve the nation. So, this is the key. Open the door. Here it is. The University of Vocational Technology. Lifelong learning for all. The world is moving forward. Time makes changes over cultures, societies, generations. Today, the world is full of choices.
නිපුණ චාරිකාවක මුදුනත මිතුරු සිනාමැද නිදහස් අධ්‍යාපනය නිවහල් සිතුවිලි පුරෝගාමී රාජ්‍ය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක වගකීම නිසැක රැකියාවක් අභිමුව අනාගතය හමුවන දිනන තැන වෘත්තීය තාක්ෂණ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය උපාධි පාඨමාලා සඳහා බඳ ගැනීම දැන් නැරමුණා. වැඩිදුර තොරතුරු සඳහා පිවිසෙන්න www.uovt.ac.lk.
The world is moving forward. Time makes changes over cultures, societies, generations. Today, the world is full of choices. Variety of tools to hold. The intention of each individual is to select the best. Many invitations and broad avenues to hold something you feel comfortable, to hold something carrying you to the future, to hold on to something that allows you to live in your dreams. Just uncurl your fingers. Hold the key to all those abilities. Open the door of this wonderful, resourceful place. University of Vocational Technology, established under the Parliamentary Act No. 31 of 2008 and started its functions as a university from the year 2009. This is a fully fledged state university empowered with free education policy. Study programs are conducted in 2 batches as weekday and weekend. Doors are open for both National Vocational Qualification Diploma holders and GCE Advanced Level Qualified Youth, without any limitations, either by age, gender or ethnicity. The students open their hands, hearts and minds to a new learning culture here in the University of Vocational Technology. All the degrees of the university are developed with the continuous contribution of relevant industry sectors. Unique advisory level body called Industrial Liaison Committees comprised of a great combination of industrialists, practitioners and academics support each department for this purpose. These committees are advising on the developments and the revisions of curricula, student placements and work as a bridge to share technological updates and upgrades between the industry and the university. University of Vocational Technology is a member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities. Compared to the time from its origin, the University of Vocational Technology acquired its space as the pioneer of its kind. While our graduates are serving the country with their unique expertise and undergraduates are reflecting the capacities of this new way of education. These live evidences prove it all. In-house accommodation, state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities encourage students to spend their life at the university without a hesitation. No rush for facilities, no rush for life here. All the structures here are echoing the delightful and satisfied voices of Sri Lankan youth filled with endless enthusiasm. They have got their doors open to this unique place, experiencing the journey towards the future they have always dreamt of. These are the true witnesses who can make an invitation to a same bunch of seekers who can show that their hands are not empty, strongly hold on to their future ambitions, to be steady, energized and ready to serve the nation. So, this is the key. Open the door. Here it is. The University of Vocational Technology. Lifelong learning for all. The world is moving forward. Time makes changes over cultures, societies, generations. Today, the world is full of choices, variety of tools to hold. The intention of each individual is to select the best. Many invitations and broad avenues to hold something you feel comfortable, to hold something carrying you to the future, to hold on to something that allows you to live in your dreams. Just uncurl your fingers. Hold the key to all those abilities. Open the door of this wonderful, resourceful place. University of Vocational Technology, established under the Parliamentary Act No. 31 of 2008 and started its functions as a university from the year 2009. This is a fully fledged state university empowered with free education policy. Study programs are conducted in 2 batches as weekday and weekend. Doors are open for both National Vocational Qualification Diploma holders and GCE Advanced Level Qualified Youth, without any limitations, either by age, gender or ethnicity. The students open their hands, hearts and minds to a new learning culture here in the University of Vocational Technology. All the degrees of the university are developed with the continuous contribution of relevant industry sectors. Unique advisory level body called Industrial Liaison Committees comprised of a great combination of industrialists, practitioners and academics support each department for this purpose. These committees are advising on the developments and the revisions of curricula, student placements and work as a bridge to share technological updates and upgrades between the industry and the university. University of Vocational Technology is a member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities. Compared to the time from its origin, the University of Vocational Technology acquired its space as the pioneer of its kind.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the inauguration of Student Intake 2021 of the University of Vocational Technology. It is customary in any part of the world to commence an auspicious occasion with divine blessings, and lighting of the traditional oil lamp is testament to ushering in positive energy. So, keeping in line with the rich traditions and culture of Sri Lanka, giving light to this event, first and foremost, I would like to invite to light the oil lamp the chief guest, Senior Professor Ranjit Dissanyake, the Secretary of the State Ministry of Rural Roads and Other Infrastructures, and the Chairman of the Green Building Council of Sri Lanka. He will be followed by Senior Professor Ranjit Premalal de Silva, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Vocational Technology. Followed by the Deans of the 4 faculties, Professor R.A.C. Jayalath, the Dean of the Faculty of Industrial Technology, Dr. R.L.W. Koggalage, the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering Technology, Mr. S.A. Liyanage, the Dean of the Faculty of Education, Mr. H.P.A.I. Pathirana, the Dean of the Faculty of Information Technology, We will also be joined by the Director General of the University, Ms. Nilminithiya Bedanage, the Director Finance, Ms. Aruni Alugge, the Director Admission, Accreditation and Quality Assurance, Dr. Kasun Nandapala, and I would like to invite 2 students from the audience representing the Student Intake 2021 to light the oil lamp. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to formally commence the event, let's get started with the University Anthem. May I request the entire gathering to rise for the University Anthem.
අපගේ මනසේ පිහිවන නොලසේ අදහස් සහසේ මහිමය විලසේ ඉර හඳ අතරේ සුපුරුදු ඇසුරේ නව මිනිසුන්සේ දැය නංවනසේ
සුරු කමින් දිවි මග ජය ගනිමු
නැගුණ හිරු වෙමින් දැය සවිමත් කරමු පිරුණු සඳ ලෙසින් මනුදම් බබලවමු
නිපුණ අප මතින් නව ලොව බිහි කරමු
thoughts blazed in our minds, vibrant and alive. New pathways to blaze under the sun and moon to live in harmony. A new humanity, nation to reawake. හැම වියදිම පිළිගැනෙනා අප ලබනා සිප් අපටම එලි පුදනා
ඒ එලි වැටමව් පෙරනම සනසවනා
எங்கள் மனதில் சடுதியாய் உதிக்கும் எண்ணங்கள் ஆயிரம் அது பயன் தரும் என்றும் இந்த பூமியிலே என்றும் உள்ளவர்கள் புது மனிதரை போ நாட்டை உயர்த்திடவே
අපගේ අපේ මනසේ පිහිවන නොලසේ අදහස් සහසේ මහිමය විලසේ ඉරහඳ අතරේ සුපුරුදු ඇසුරේ නව මිනිසුන්සේ දැය නංගනසේ
A new humanity, nation to reawake.
புது மனிதரை போ நாட்டை உயர்த்திடவே நவ மினிசுன்சே தய நண்பனசே
Ladies and gentlemen, to officially welcome all of you and commence the event, I invite the Director General of the University of Vocational Technology, Ms. Nilmini Dissanyake, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Anama. Good morning to all of you. Senior Professor Ranjit Dissanyake, Senior Professor Ranjit Premalal De Silva, Deans of the Faculties, Director Quality Accreditation and Quality Assurance, Director of Finance, Head of the Departments and Academic Staff, Executive Staff, other staff, and dear students and parents. Today is a special day, another special day for our university. We are having our new students intake today. Senior Professor Ranjit Dissanyake, Secretary to the State Ministry of Rural Road Development and Infrastructures. I warmly welcome you, sir, to this event. We respect you being with us today to grace this occasion. Senior Professor Ranjit Premalal De Silva, the Vice Chancellor of this university, I warmly welcome you, sir, to this event, and you are the leader of this university who gives us all the guidance, directions to go ahead with this university as the only university in Sri Lanka in vocational trade industry and training. Deans of the faculties, I warmly welcome you, sirs. With your guidance, the faculties are running and students are having their education and their future path. I warmly welcome you, sirs, to this event. Director Dr. Kasun, the Director of Accreditation, Admission and Quality Assurance, I warmly welcome you, sir, to this event. And Director of Finance, Mrs. Salutge, I warmly welcome you to this event, madam. And Head of the departments and other academic staff, you are the parents of the students from today onwards. I warmly welcome you to this event. Administrative staff and other staff of the university, I warmly welcome you also for this event. My dear students, this is the event of you, and you are turning a new page of your life story from today onwards. I earnestly appeal you to get the best education from this university and be a valuable citizen to not only to Sri Lanka but at global level. And dear parents, you have decided a very valuable decision about your parents, about your children's education and their future. So I warmly welcome you also for this event and have a good future with us. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for your warm welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's invite the four deans of the faculties to brief the gathering with a glimpse of the faculty activities. Firstly, I call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Industrial Technology, Professor R.A.C. Jayala, to speak a few words.
Ayuban, good morning. Senior Professor Dissanyake sir, Senior Professor Ranjit Premalal Silva sir, my fellow deans, heads of departments, the academic members, parents and the students. A day like this is unforgettable for any student career. A day like this is something that is you can be happy of, because you have somehow or other managed in your student career to secure placement in the public university. Earning a degree is a challenge, as we all perhaps know. It's just the start. And being students and us, like academics in a university, we too have a long way to go. We have to navigate challenges. Of course, we understand and we have to appreciate the fact that we had a very difficult period, and somehow or other as a university we managed to navigate this crisis because the COVID-19, the circumstances that fell simply beyond our control. We somehow or other managed to continue. And we all welcome the belated intake. Although it is belated, we have all planned to accelerate the program to the extent where possible in terms of lectures, examinations, and so on and so forth. So, being students, you have a role to play. On the other hand, what kind of a role or what kind of a level of commitment that is expected of being undergraduates in a university? Number one is the timely compliance. There are deadlines, we have to meet the deadlines, and there are semester coordinators and the lecturers, all are ready to help you in navigating this challenge. So as a faculty, I'm very much proud we have a very good set of pool of qualified academics, both internal, external visiting resource personnel, to support you all. So you have to have your time, or rather action plan, how to go about this challenge. Earning a degree is some kind of it's not just a challenge, it's a full of aspirations. And in that, you have to program and schedule and plan properly, carefully, with the support of the academic staff. We are ready to support you at all times. And my best wishes, and like to grade this occasion by conveying one important message. Students, you are now, from today onwards, our students, and we are here to support you at all times, and please don't hesitate. And we have an action plan where you are the key stakeholders to share with it. So once again, I wish you all the best, a successful student career, and you can be proud of as undergraduates of a university, belongs to the university system of the country, and the University of Vocational Technology is again one of the state universities in the country, public by the public money. Therefore, we owe a moral obligation. You too have a moral obligation, and let's understand that fact at the beginning. So I wish you all the best, and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. R.L.W. Kogalage, the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering Technology, will now address the gathering.
Ayubowan, Vanakkam. Very good morning to all of you. Our chief guest, Senior Professor Ranjit Dissanyake, Vice Chancellor, Senior Professor Ranjit Premalal Silva, fellow deans, directors, head of departments, and all other academics. My dear students, I know this memorable day for you because you are starting new chapter of your life. And you can be proud of it. Not only you, your beloved ones, your parents, family members. All of you, I'm sure, celebrating. Oh, it's a very good day for you. There's a reason for that. Today onwards, you can use the term, I'm an undergraduate of the University of Vocational Technology. So there's a reason to be proud, because our university, it is not second to any of other state universities. As academics and on behalf of our whole HODs and other staff, as the Dean of Engineering Technology, I can assure that you are graduating with a degree not second to any other degrees offered by State University of Sri Lanka. So we have started in a small way, of course, as a young university, especially giving chance to students in vocational technology. But as you know, we have opened up it for A-level students and so on. So we have both streams from vocational and A-level. But now onwards, there's no difference between you, because we are offering the same course for both of you. Not only same course, same exams, same evaluations, and also getting the same degree. So don't think they are from A-levels or they are from industry or vocational. There's no difference between you, right? So you are in good hands, and we are there to help you in coming 3-4 years. So all academics, non-academic staff, they are happy to help you. Also, I have to remind you, you also have responsibility. It's not small, huge responsibility. Today onwards, wherever you go, not only inside the university, you have to think twice, because now you are representing the university. Not only your batch, your previous students, and also students to come. So you are supposed to go to industry. So they are also watching. So whatever act, whatever talk, even whatever you think, you have to keep in mind, now you are not independent, you are part of this university, and you are supposed to protect the good name of our university. So I know there are students while working, they are studying, so they have to put an extra effort. Even full-time students, this is not like A-level. So some students think when I come to university, we are free, right? In a way you are free, but you will be having very heavy workload. from the first year onwards, you have to put an extra efforts. You have to put extra effort and lot of sacrifices, of course. It may be totally different. Unfortunately, we are facing a difficult situation, but we hope very soon we'll be able to get you all on board inside the university. So it's going to be challenging because it is not like staying at home, right? You have to learn how to live independently, how to face challenges. There can be a lot of challenges. But don't forget, always our academic staff is there to help you. There are counselors. If you have any kind of problems, you can talk to them. Student advisors. We are always there. If you have any kind of problems, you can talk to us. So we are always there to help you. And first year onwards, you should try to put your maximum efforts to your studies and get best results possible. Now you may not realize, but when you graduate, if you get a first class, it is counting wherever you go. When you go to job interview or whatever other work, right? So you have to start today onwards. And not only academic work, there are a lot of extracurricular activities. So I encourage you to engage in those activities and also take leadership. So we are always open for those who are trying to take leadership in many events, right? So you can talk to relevant persons. So few points I have mentioned. So starting today onwards, you are starting new chapter of your life. So I wish you good luck and also all the blessings, all kind of support may encourage you to be a very good graduate, not only graduate, a complete person where you can serve the country. So this situation, we need more capable persons, overall persons to help the country. So I wish you all of you can achieve that and also to give good name to your own university as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Koggalage. May I now invite Mr. S.A. Liyanage, the Dean of the Faculty of Education, to speak a few words.
Subha Udasanak Veba. Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Senior Professor Ranjit Dissanyake, the chief guest to this very important occasion, sir. Senior Professor Ranjit Premalal Silva, the Vice Chancellor of University of Vocational Technology, sir. Deans of Faculties, Director General, Madam, Directors, Heads of Departments, members of the academic and non-academic staff, the administrative staff, parents, my dear students. Let me first of all welcome you and congratulate you. Why? This is a very rare opportunity when we discuss the statistics. You have got an opportunity to study at a state university and gain a very valuable certificate, that is a degree, which is the opening for many, many better opportunities. The fact that you have selected our university as your higher educational partner gives us respect. I, being a member of this university, academic member of this university, I am honored, I feel proud. Therefore, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the parents and all the students for their decision, which I am sure that you will not be disappointed. We, the Faculty of Education, offers 3 degree programs. One is the Bachelor of Education in Technology, which is the very first degree program that this university offered at its very inception. Bachelor of Education in English Language Teaching, and the newly introduced Bachelor of Translation Studies. We offer it this time. We will discuss them in detail and how our work is organized when we meet at our orientation program. And again, thank you for joining our little family of Faculty of Education. I am addressing those students who applied for our 3 degree programs. As we all know, we are passing a very difficult time in the history of the recent Sri Lankan history, triggered by a pandemic, followed by a political and economic crisis. I think we all are being tested. Our stamina and endurance is tested. Our power of facing challenges is being tested. Therefore, from today onwards, gather necessary knowledge and acquire life skills, and please improve attitudes that are necessary to be a successful graduate, because life is not easy. And again, as many have shared this view many a time, the true achievement is the achievement that you accomplish during hard times. You have embarked on higher education, not at a time that is very conducive for education, for anything. Of course, the advancement of ICT and the technological advancement help us in some way to continue, because we have had a very strong leadership for past few years. Despite all these challenges, we have been able to, if I use a cricketing parlance, we have seen that the scoreboard is ticking. Things are moving, even though it is not at the pace that one would have expected. So therefore, please help us. You will not receive things in the way that you might have planned and think. Your life might not be that rosy. You have to accept the reality. I think very important messages or advice given by the previous speaker, my Dr. Hoggalage. So be with us, bear with us, tolerate things. I am sure together we will be able to win. During this journey, let me share a very well-known maxim. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Gak amaru kala pariච්ඡේද හැමදාම නොපවතී. ග්‍රීෂ්මය හැමදාම නොපවතී. වසන්තයද පැමිණේ. But for that, you have to be tough. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Be tough, mentally and physically. Don't give up. It is when you are hardest hit that you should not quit. The present situation sometimes teach us a lesson or two. Being wonderful in one particular area or having accomplished a wonderful task in the history will take you to some extent. But that does not guarantee that you are secured all the time. That is one lesson that that's a lesson that we have been taught this present situation perhaps. So, my advice, if I add to the list, try to be good at almost all areas, not just one. If you get an A+ for one module and only 2 C's and for the rest it is only D's and E's, then you are not successful. Better to get B's or B+ for all the modules. One way of looking at it. So pay all attention, your attention to all the requirements, the skills, knowledge, and pay similar interest in gaining experience and knowledge in these 3 or 4 years of time here at the university. Finally, we all have a dream that the university premises is full of students. We all have a dream that our labs and the library are full to the capacity. The playground is really live and kicking. And we have functions like Kala Sansa, the sports meets and all that. And we conduct examination in time and release results in time. And you complete your degree with not just some people who have gathered some knowledge for a particular field or a discipline, but full personalities who can face any situation. For that, there should be a lot of other co-curricular activities and the programs. We have that dream, and I am sure you all will pray for that. I have high hopes. Be optimistic, be incorrigible optimists. Subhavadi nemu. Ma navatat kiyami. Grishmaya pamanak novi. Wasantha feminine weather. I wish you all success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lienege. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. H.P.A.I. Pathirana, the Dean of the Faculty of Information Technology, will now address the gathering.
Thank you very much, Ms. Anoma, for introducing me. Very good morning to you all. The chief guest, Senior Professor Ranjit Dissanyake. I would introduce him as Senior Lecturer from Faculty of Engineering, University of Peradeniya. He is from my faculty. The Vice Chancellor, Senior Professor Ranjith Premalal Silva, who is driving the university towards the right direction. Dear sir, deans of the other three faculties and the Director General, University of Vocational Technology, dear madam, the Director AAQA, Dr. Kasun Nandapala, and Director Finance from the head table. In front of the head table, there are dedicated and committed head of the departments and academics. And those who are joining as invitees and guests via online platform today. Last but not least, the undergraduates who are joining with us today for a very long journey. You are actually very much lucky to be here today as an undergraduate. Actually, among little more than 8,000 applications, we filtered out you around 1,000 as undergraduates today. Very comprehensive process. So you are lucky to be here today. So I welcome you all for this occasion. At the same time, I congratulate you all for your new journey. You would set, as all deans mentions, our deans says, you have to set your goals first, I would say, dreaming the end objective as a graduates, maybe convocation day, maybe outcome as the graduates. Dream for that and work for that. Set your goals accordingly, maybe like milestones during your semester studies, maybe forthcoming assignment, maybe presentation, maybe final evaluation. Likewise, you may set your goals and dream for the long-term goal towards the graduation. I just emphasize that fact first because I felt there are many who are not focusing on their studies due to many fair other reasons. Due to that, there are dropouts. So we don't want you to be in that group. We want all of you to be graduate. So, as Dr. Koggalage, our deans have mentioned, there are enough guidance provided at the university directing you towards that. So, don't stay silent, speak up when you have any kind of issue. It can be very much personal, then student counselors are there. If it is academic matter, then either semester coordinators or head of the departments are there. So don't stay silent. You better focus on your milestones toward the end goal to be graduate. So don't stay silent. Keep in touch with all our dedicated staff, academics. At the same time, there is a support from student service and some other divisions. So you can speak up with them rather than being silent. Shout out your matters then and there, right? So that is my one of the important message today, to assure that you all are graduated after 3 years time, or it can be 4 years, because we have introduced, you are also privileged to have that opportunity to continue for 4-year degrees. whereas there is an exit point at the third year, having a general degree and passing out, and later on you can join and complete that fourth year, or you can completely finish with the honors degree throughout 4 years, 8 semesters. Plan on that. Plan on that, set your goals, what you actually need. Accordingly, there should be some kind of a master plan. So, as the others mentioned, the commitment is utterly important. This is not easygoing intake. You came up with the comprehensive admission process. It is not easier to process, and exit also will not be easy unless otherwise you are committed. So make sure that you do your part, then we are behind you to assist you accordingly. The University of Vocational Technology established in 2008 under the Parliament Act, allowing those who are not continuing the higher studies after the school to continue for their degree programs. NVQ pathway was introduced with that up to the degree level. I would say it is a great opportunity for you all to be here today. Actually, otherwise, what would happen? I would say you may join with the industry or some other workplace as unskilled professionals, not unskilled workforce. So this is an opportunity for you to be skilled, more skilled, and join to the industry to contribute more. Right? So it is a great advantage. Otherwise, what would be happen? Due to the poor skill, maybe less brain power, whereas muscle power will be considered positively with the unskilled workforce. That thing has been addressed with the initiation of the University of Vocational Technology for you to have a degree, very unique degree, I would say, very specific field. When we consider the available degrees at the other universities, other traditional universities, they are more on to scientific or theoretical aspects. We are focusing on the hands-on skill, maybe technical skill in the different areas. So with that, you would have the great opportunity to improve your brains, where brain power is always better than muscle power. So focus on that, improve your expertise in the particular field. There are 16 degree programs, so I would say all 16 degree programs are equally important, right? Equally important. There is a great demand from the industry for all 16 degree programs. When it comes to our faculty, we offer 3 different degrees: Bachelor of Technology in Software Technology, Bachelor of Technology in Multimedia Technology, and Bachelor of Technology in Software Technology, Network Technology. Those 3 degree programs, at the moment, there is a great demand from the industry, and it is progressively increasing with the present pandemic situation. There are better move with the online platforms, online solutions. So I would say you will have a better demand while you are finishing the degree after few years' time. So dream on that, focus on that, and work for that. In addition to that, I always advise you to keep in touch with the semester coordinators and heads and sort out the whatever the matters at the faculty level. As our Professor Chandana Jayalath, Dean of the Faculty of Industrial Technology mentioned, there are some ground rules, guidelines. Those will be more elaborate at the orientation programs. So follow them and improve your soft skill as well during your undergraduate time, because your technological skill would not be enough for you to perform at the industry, because industry expectation, cope up with the people, there should be some kind of a soft skill. So technologist finally with the soft skill would have great demand at the industry. So I just invite you to attend all kind of extra activities during the undergraduate and follow those guidelines and improve your soft skills to be a complete person towards the end. So finally, I invite you all for great period during the undergraduate at the university. At the same time, our faculty undergraduates to be with us for another 3 or 4 years time, very close manner. We are also human beings. We are also sat with this audience. I was there in 2003. So we had that impression. I know that you all have the inspiration to follow the degree and be the expert in the particular field. So we are there to help you all, and we are with you. You are not alone, and as our deans mentions, we would be parents for you during your undergraduate time. So I congratulate you finally and welcome you for the university, at the same time faculty. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Pathirana. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, let's call upon the pillar of strength behind all this hard work to address the gathering. Senior Professor Ranjit Premalal da Silva, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Vocational Technology. So it is over to you to speak a few words.
Very good morning to all of you. The most important group here today is the students who have secured admission to the University of Vocational Technology. And to welcome you to the University of Vocational Technology, we have organized this inauguration program. We invited Professor Ranjit Dissanyake, a very good friend of mine, who have been working with us in the University of Peradeniya, and he is the Secretary of the Ministry of Rural Roads and Infrastructure, and the Director General of the University, the 4 deans of the faculties of University of Vocational Technology, the Director Quality Assurance Admission of University of Vocational Technology, who is the leader behind this activity today, and other directors, Director Staff Development Center, Director Finance, academic staff of the university, head of the departments, administrative staff of the university and other staff, and other invitees. I congratulate you at the outset for being able to secure admission to one of a leading university in Sri Lanka. You have been very lucky because the admission was very competitive and you have won in this admission competition. Whether you come from the NVQ stream, having obtained the qualification level of NVQ 5 or 6 or advanced level. Unfortunately, our inauguration, we invite all the students, but due to the prevailing pandemic situation, we had to restrict the numbers. But I know all the students have joined us on the online platforms today. Now, if you ask why it is unique, why the University of Vocational Technology is unique, before answering that question, I will ask you a question. How many vocational education institutions are available in the country? You will give a list of names. You will give a list of names under the Ministry of Skills Development, Vocational Education, Research and Innovation. These are the institutions for vocational education. I would say no. Because all these institutions are for skills development, not for vocational education. Education and training are two different things. All these institutions under our ministry or outside the ministry who are targeting skills development are not in the main area, main domain of education. So we, being the one of the two institutions under our ministry, dedicated to provide vocational education. Because training is to develop certain set of skills in a specified area. But the education is more comprehensive. Education is to provide the necessary theory and concepts to improve your knowledge. It's addressing the area of knowledge development. So you should be happy that you have made a major change in the process of having training or education, because now you have got into a place where you will be having access to higher education, whether it be vocational or otherwise. So your parents also can be very proud that you have gained an opportunity to continue your education up to the highest level that is available. In this university we had only 3-year degree programs, but from this year we have introduced the specialization or honors degree. Because if we have only the 3-year degree, that prevents you continuing your education to the higher levels. So, availability of the specialization degree opens up the path for you to continue your education, not only for specialization degree, but if you wish to continue, you can go for postgraduate levels up to a doctoral degree. So that opportunity has been opened up now. And also we have introduced number of new degree programs we had 15 programs, and this immediately we starting up a new program, so we have 16, and we'll be offering another 3 new degree programs through the MOUs that we signed with the professional institutions. One with Institute of Textile and Apparel, which is a very important discipline, one in plantation management, one in the hospitality and events management. And we'll be expanding further to provide higher education opportunities in the vocational sector for more and more students. Not only that, we have realized that some of our students face severe economic hardships. They find it extremely difficult to continue the studies because of the economic problems. We are not blind to these issues. We are not blind to the problems faced by the students. So we have devised a mechanism within the university to provide the most needy students to get a financial support. So we will be starting that program very soon. So at least, although it's a limited number, we would be able to help some of you who face very serious economic hardships that could hamper your education efforts. Not only that, we are trying our best to expand the resources available in the university whenever it is not possible to achieve because of the limited financial provisions. We are trying to be in partnership with other institutions who have the resources so that our students can share those resources. That's one of our expectation. Whenever it is not possible for us to provide you all the facilities, we will join hands with others who have those resources so that through these partnerships, through these agreements of understanding, we can utilize their facilities for your benefit. So that also is one of very important development plans that we have. Not only that, over the time we have been developing the quality. It's not only the quantity, the number of students that we take in, but also we need to improve the quality of our programs. We had problems in some of the areas because of the limitations of some resources, including the human resource. So we are trying to provide a good quality educational program in the university. And accordingly, we have taken some actions. We have improved the examination division of the university to provide you a better service, to release the results in time, to compile and provide you the details of the results within a very short time. We have streamlined the admission process. You would have realized that we have automated the admission process. Even UGC is trying. They're very hard to automate this process, but still they go with the paper handbook and things, submission of applications. But we have successfully managed to automate the process. But from next year, it will be fully automated. There will be no provision to submit hard copy applications. Everybody should be submitting their applications online. That's easier. That's convenient for you. And also, it's relatively error-free. And also, we can expedite the admission process so that you can enter to the university within a very short period. Well, so these are some of the areas where we try to improve our quality. We have established the Staff Development Center about 1.5 years back, and we have taken a number of initiatives to improve the quality of our staff and also the quality of staff of the other vocational and skills development institutions. We organize a better training programs for instructors and other stakeholders. And also, overall administration of the university is also moving towards providing a quality service to everybody. So you can be happy that you have joined the University of Vocational Technology at a time when the university, with all these economic and other hardships, progressing very well towards providing better education for you. We also try to see more industry partnerships so that you will have better access to the training opportunities at the industries. We try to support your entrepreneurship skills. We have programs for business incubation. And we also support your new ideas, innovations, and new findings. At the ministry level, we have National Innovation Agency, which is focusing on supporting the innovations which can be commercialized and provide a better service for the society. So all these developments, starting from student support to support the students who are suffering from economic hardships, up to invention and innovation promotion, all these initiatives are aiming at providing you a better life as a graduates of this university. To achieve that, you have got the entry into the university facing a very heavy competition, and it's also a competition with various issues and problems to continue the education and complete it successfully. And when you complete your degree program successfully, we are opening up avenues for you to excel in various fields that you specialized and provide a good quality service while occupying very important positions in the country. So I wish all of you will have a very rewarding education opportunity in the University of Vocational Technology, and expect to see all of you in 3 or 4 years' time at the graduating from this university as graduates. So finally, congratulating you on securing admission. Wish all of you a very bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Today, there's someone special amidst our presence here today to enlighten the gathering, especially the students, with a few words. And it's my privilege to introduce him to you. Professor Ranjith Dissanyake. He is a senior professor in civil engineering from the University of Peradeniya and presently the secretary to the State Ministry of Rural Roads and Other Infrastructure. He also served as the secretary to the State Ministry of Urban Development. Professor Dissanyake is a US Fulbright alumni, Endeavour Fellow in Australia, JASO Research Fellow in Japan, having received many awards nationally and internationally for academic and research excellence. So without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's call upon Senior Professor Ranjit Dissanyake to address the gathering.
Good morning. It is my great pleasure that I am here as a chief guest of the inauguration of the new student and Vice Chancellor, my good friend, Professor Ranjit Premalal, and Director General, as well as all other deans, and Dr. Kasun a director, and other directors and head of department, staff, as well as a student of the Vocational Training University. I have been listening to the Vice Chancellor as well as the deans of the faculties. I realize how good the system that you have and how lucky you are to be the student of this great institute. Deans want to say that the degree program is almost similar to what we have in the national universities. I agree for that. But I believe that you are much better than what we have in the normal school, normal universities. Why I am saying so? I have habit of reading and understanding the successful people, not only in Sri Lanka, but also around the world. People like Bill Gates and so forth. If you remember, if you also carefully go through them, there's a uniqueness there. What is the uniqueness? They are not ordinary students. They are not usual students. But I don't say that they are unusual, but they are different. So what I see from you, you are not normal student. You are different. That simply say, being that different is the way to success. So therefore, I am trying to convince the point that you are much better than the normal student. So I am going to prove that too. When we get the student, whether it's a school or university, what we try to say and do, we would like to them to be resilient. So they have to work in the different clubs and leadership program and so forth. We try to bring the resilience. So that's what even in the school level we have the sports and games and so forth. Then we try to provide them the fundamental. Then once they go out, they have to get the necessary training, then they have to succeed. But during this process, as we have a lot of students, we want to put them into one kind of tunnel. So there we have to go to the tunnel. The end of the tunnel, sometime we lost the focus. We can't produce the genius. That's why maybe the reason we don't get very successful people. So we do have successful people, very successful people through the normal channel. But when you are coming to the university, as well as during the universities, you definitely resilience. Otherwise, you are not here. You are not just past the A level and come into the university. You have been somewhere, but you decided yourself. You want to learn. So that itself bring some courage. As well as you are here, as far as I know, that is some training that is required. So that is what even our normal university we try to send to the student to the training, undergraduate training, and bring back, because otherwise what you learn you don't really cannot match it. So you don't learn it, right? Without understanding where it is applied and so forth, how much you try, you don't get the best out of it. So that is the reason. Therefore, you have So far you have got training and you are training in the system and coming here. So therefore, you can become guarantee and the percentage of becoming successful is higher than the normal student. You keep that in mind so that you are different, you can be success. But I have some other experience. I have traveled and stayed in many countries in the world, almost 8 years. I did my PhD in Japan. By that time, we had a wonderful scholarship called Mombusho. We get the student, they have been given the scholarships at that time that is more than enough to live in Japan. But it's not the case today. But end result is they go and they get the degree and come back or stay or go some other country. They work as a normal citizen or the normal lecturers or whatever. But there are few people or some people coming to Japan through the hardship. They don't have scholarship, right? They find some money and come to Japan. Of course, they finish their degree too, but most of, 100% are very successful. Reason behind this one, while they are in the university, as they don't have enough money, they have to work in the industry. They have to work with the people. They learn the language. They have the friendship. They get anything and everything, of course the degree too. Then Japan is a very popular, they are hardworking, and of course you can earn the money. Most of the success people who are in, I can name them, in Sri Lanka, those who are not got the Mombusha scholarships, but the others. I see you as the others, not those who receive the Mombusha scholarship. Right? Why I am here talking to you confidently, because I am not the normal student. I am different. That is what I can talk to you being here. I started my schooling in a village called Kalpe in Horopatana, very remote school, right? I came to the University of Peradeniya, 171 marks, 1 extra to enter the university, right? I have never studied English when I come to the university, right? So I had that hardship. I have worked in the paddy field. My father is a farmer. So that hardship, the training brought me up to this level. So that is what, I am also different, though I went through the normal channel, but you are starting your life with the normal channel, not in the normal channel. Therefore there is a success waiting for you to grab it. So go for that, you can achieve it. I wish you all the best. Another one is, I must say something about the present crisis of the country. I personally believe I have seen this crisis, being academic, being somebody who work in the industry about several years before. If you go to the YouTube, put my name, you might have seen some presentation which I done about 10-15 years before, Api Dakinarata, Api Hadanahati, where I understand that starting from many years, but still 1980, what we produce here, what we bring here, very simply, there is a difference. Always there is a difference between. We sell things like tea, coconut and so forth. We are bringing some money, but we are bringing the more things like the vehicle, television and so forth. There is a big difference between. And different has been keep on increasing, but we as a nation has not changed. There has been different period where world produce electronic, IT, nano product and bio product and so forth. We have been continuously doing business as usual. We never change it. We never understand. We don't know what product world is asking next. We don't know. We don't do the research. Then we came to the point where due to some reason and so forth, oil price has gone, other commodities going, but we can't increase the tea price as we want today. So that the income is almost constant, but expenditure is more. So we came to the point, and the COVID came and so forth, we came to the point where we could not manage our foreign reserves. So there, oil is in the available still in the world, but we don't have the dollar to buy it. We understand that. So what we have to do simply, right, we have to right to protest, we have to do anything and everything. But this is the correct thing. Correct thing is that we must try to do something, produce something, understand it. How are you going to produce something in this country where to stop this dollar going out? I'm not speaking just at academic, not just as somebody who talk about the economy of science and technology. I'm somebody here who has developed more than 4 companies in this country. Mr. Kasun knows very well. I produce something in this country. I have my own factory. I produce a lightweight brick. Right? I produce certain thing, technology. Whatever my research has been converted to the companies. So that I provide the consultancy. I provide the design, whereby we don't want to get the consultants and design from the outside. We don't have to sell. So this, we have to understand what we have to do. We have to think our own, and we have to produce something in this nation and try to stop this dollar going out of the country. But of course, whatever, we can't produce everything. We need to bring certain things, but we have to bring them. But we have to reduce this, right? This is very, very important. Therefore, keep it that mind. One day, with you people who has a very good sound technical knowledge and experience, try to produce all the help to produce something in this country. Otherwise, you can't simply just doing anything and everything, changing the people. You can't solve this one. You may hopefully understand. Just changing the people, you either delay the problem or problem will come. Same problem will come in the different angle. Right? That is guaranteed. That is guaranteed. Therefore, unless otherwise we produce something in this country, right? Understanding the stresses, energy, so we have to go for the renewable energy. So where I would like to say that I have been in the Green Building Council of Sri Lanka. Presently, I am the chairman of the Green Building Council of Sri Lanka. We have been talking about this concept. What the concept is, we want to transform the construction industry to the greener building practices. How are you going to do that one? So we have to make sure that we really use the less energy, less water, less land, right? Good indoor environment quality, good material practices and so forth. Wherever, what is embedded in there? Reduction of the energy requirement for the built environment. So that, for the time being, we are importing 100% energy. So that what we are trying to do, whatever we use, reduce the amount of the energy, what we want. It's a big as a nation. So Green Building Council of Sri Lanka is trying to reduce the amount of the energy used for the built environment. Built environment is the where we live. We encourage renewable energy, solar and so forth, wind. Why? Because we understand the sustainability is the way forward. We have to sustain ourselves. We have been a sustained nation. But day by day, we have opened it too much. We open too much. We are not sustained at all right now. So our survival is our sustainability. I don't want to go for the more. I hope you understand that otherwise we were a sustained nation. We have been given certain thing even without us demanding. Now we can't sustain it. Therefore, we have to go for the sooner or later sustainability. The last point that I want to talk to you, I love the environment. I was born in the environment, I lived in the environment, I'll be in the environment. You will see here I am today. If you search my Facebook weekend, I'll be planting trees somewhere. I have a program called Magadepasa Turusevana Surakumta Parisare, where I am trying to plant 2 million trees along the roads. And I have another program where I do garbage collection. So last weekend I was in Kurnagala. I was in the road, I'm just picking up the garbage. I created another program while I was the Secretary Urban Development. That program called the Surakumuganga. We have 103 rivers. We want to see that as we did several decades before, people drink the water from the stream. But we would like to bring back that, and the people will drink the water from the streams, so that we can get together, we can do that one. So we have 103 rivers. We have a program called Surakumuganga, where to clean the river. We have the immediate problem of the dollar crisis. The immediate solution, one of the immediate solutions, is bringing the tourists. When the tourists arrive to airport, until otherwise, almost all the time, they are on our roads. So that roads have to be clean. Roads have to be with the tree and so forth. This is the only country. I have traveled more than 64 countries around the world, but I have never seen a country like this one. It's a wonderful country, beautiful country. I love this country. I never want to live there. My children don't want to leave this country. Why I love this country so much? So beautiful. We get together and make it more beautiful, right? Greener, right? With that, I would like to conclude my presentation. Finally, I would like to wish you all the best. You students, you are different. And again, last advice for the deans and the vice chancellors. I also been in the academic staff. Never try to create another national university here in. This is a different. So make the different, enjoy the different, give the different to the student. Because we have been trained in the system where we came from the national university. We try to create another national university here. Don't do that. Always try to create the different university. Taste is the different here. So keep that difference and enjoy the difference. That through that difference you can find the marvelous people. If you try to change the system to the national university system, this is a failure. Never do that. Make sure that this place is different, students are different, they need the different thing, give them the different, then they will be automatically. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor, for your sincere and motivating words. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are presently to close the session today, I invite the Director Admission, Accreditation and Quality Assurance, Dr. Kasun Nandapala, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little hard to speak after that motivational speech. I was listening to that and I totally forgot that I have a speech to conduct. Thank you very much, sir, for that inspirational speech. I have assigned myself the task of thanking everybody within 5 minutes. Considering the magnitude of work, it's difficult, but I'll try my best to manage the 5 minutes. Let me begin. Senior Professor Ranjit Dissanyake, I personally know that he had another function today of the Green Building Council, and somehow with our invitation, keeping all them aside, he has been here, and you have added a significant glamour to this occasion. Sir, thank you very, very much for gracing this occasion. Thanks again. And our Vice Chancellor, Senior Professor Ranjit Premalal Silva. If I say that you are the biggest pillar of the process, I would be understating the real scenario. So we have made some structural changes to the admission this time. We have made some tough decisions. We have made some hard decisions. And throughout the pressure that you have received, he was in front, taking all the pressure. Two concepts: we are doing this fair, we are doing this right. So that's the philosophy. And whatever the pressure that we had, he absorbed. Thank you very much, sir, for giving that support, giving us guidance to carry out this process. And for deans, your suggestions, your ideas were really valuable. I remember sometimes I send an email on a Sunday evening, and Monday morning we have a meeting to discuss the matter. Never in my tenure I have received no, I can't come. They have come, they have proposed, they have made some suggestions that are very important. Thank you very much, and I want to add that add our Director General to that list as well. So the process was complex, the process is complex, and they were there helping us throughout. They were there as forerunners of this process. And the other directors, Director Finance, Director Staff Development Center, they helped us in their capacities in carrying out this process. Thank you, sir, and thank you, madam, for the support. And my colleague heads of departments and other academic members. I have received more than 100 phone calls. Okay, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? Is there any help that you want? Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your assistance in making this process a smooth one. And executive staff, they have taken a big challenge this time. So whatever the challenge they were given, they never said no. They have accepted, they have braced that challenge, and they have helped us in a wonderful manner. I have to thank, I hope it's okay to take a few more minutes. I want to extend my special thanks to 4 different sets of people other than what I have mentioned. First, this intake was advertised in July 2021, and I took the office on 15th of August, and on the following day the country was on lockdown. So the admission process, the postal services were not working, and all sorts of challenges were there. We had a meeting, and after that Mr. Samapath called me and said, okay, we'll do online. Whatever the difficulties, we'll do online. And there were several alumni of this university within 2.5 weeks, working day and night, round the clock. I know personally, they have developed a system free of charges for this university to do this online admission process. I want to mention them by first name as a respect if you are listening online. From 14 batch Ravindra, Manoj and Chatura. From 13 batch Sankar, 16 batch Kasun, Pushmal. There are other set of people, but these are the men, and Mr. Surain, who is a visiting lecturer of ours in handling security and all. The input that they have given to this university cannot be measured in monetary terms. Thank you very much if you are listening online. And second set of people, our video team. Yesterday I came here and we were discussing with the situation of the country, can we conduct this function? I was sitting on the fence, the team sat here, no, we'll do it somehow. Whatever the difficulties we face, we'll do it. Somehow we have managed to get the thing that Mr. Dilante was also there, Mr. Tharindu. I'm not mentioning by name because it will take time. Thank you very much for your positivity, for your energy, for making this event a success. Third set of people, these are gratitudes not on behalf of the university, on behalf of myself as the Director Admissions. Student Services Unit staff and other staff, Aisha, I'm not sure whether she's here. Most of the students don't know my name, but they know Aisha. So all the people, I'm not mentioning by name, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if I don't take, if I make a mistake, that will be a big mistake. So I'm not mentioning by name, but thank you very much for taking that burden on yourselves and doing a wonderful work. And the call center, I have to mention, country was on lockdown, the university was not functioning, and they were providing students that they have their mobile phone, sometimes 11:30, 12. They are receiving phone calls still, as far as I know. Thank you for bearing with us and helping in the process. Let me come to back, as our Vice Chancellor said, the most important stakeholders, the most important personnel that we have today, the students, those who are here and those who are joining us online. You are the cream of about 8,000 applications that we have received for admission this time, and that's a big opportunity that you have received. I'm not going to give you any advice. We had 7 speeches before me. You have had wonderful advisors. You have had wonderful guidance from them. As our Vice Chancellor said, in 3 or 4 years down the line, you'll have your convocation. We will not meet after this. Most of us will not meet after this because we are going to different departments. But 3 or 4 years down the line, I'm expecting to see you all at your convocation. That's the only expectation that we have. So there's a journey. We'll help you through that. See you all in 3 or 4 years down the line. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kasun. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude the session formally, I request the entire gathering to rise for the national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Appa Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata, Sundara Siri Barini, Surandi Ati Sobhamana Lanka, Ranya Dhanaya Nikamal Palaguru Piri Jayamuthuge Ranya, Saputhanthri Siri Sata Sadhana, Jeevanaye Mata, Dilidanu Mena Apabhakti Puja, Namo Namo Mata, Appa Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata. Apa vidya, Obamaya apa satya, Obari apa shanti, apa hagatula bhanti, apa aloke, apa di anuprani, apa जीवन में apa muktiya obave nava जीवन demini nitina apa kubudu karan mata jnana veera vadavani naragena yanu mena jaya mudikara Ekamavatake daru kalabarina, yamu yamu vinopama, prema vada samadrena durara, namo namo mata, Appa Sri Lanka, namo 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 mata.
This special announcement goes out to the students of The refreshments for the gathering will be available at the canteen. Thank you.